Okay, so we're gonna do our Fit for All warm-up today. We're gonna do a dynamic warm-up and get our bodies moving a little bit before we start our workout, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is jumping jacks, and we're gonna do 15 reps. So remember, we're here, we're coming out, and we're back in, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and start. Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? Awesome. Next thing we are going to do is Frankenstein. So we're going to try and stretch out our legs a little bit here. So some of you may call them high kicks. We call them Frankensteins around here. So all we're doing is 10 each side, and you're kicking up and just getting those feet up, okay? Just getting those legs up, all right? Here we go. 10 each side. Ready? 1, 2, 2. Sorry. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one's 10 and 10. Awesome. So now we're going to go back to our upper body. We're going to get moving with our arms again. So we're going to do some arm circles. So remember, we're going to do forwards first, and then we're going to go backwards. All right, so you're just making sure your arms are straight out and they're moving in a good solid motion here. All right, so starting, we're going to go 15, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to stop. We're going to go backwards now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alrighty, last thing we're going to do is march in place. So we're just going to get our knees up, try and get them high, stretching out our legs a little bit, get our air flowing here. And we're going to do for about 15 seconds here, okay? So here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, awesome. That's it for our dynamic warm-up. That's not it. All right, so the first exercise we're going to be working on today is a side walk. So we're kind of moving on our lateral movements here, a little bit of a lunge type movement. So we're going to be working a little bit on our legs, a little bit on our butt, and just getting moving side to side, okay? So the exercise we want you to do, and again, we're going to do this just like we did with the other ones. We're going to show the easier version. We're going to show a harder version to make it good. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is a side walk. So all you're going to be doing is over, step, over, step. We're going to be doing 10 of those, so 10 that way, 10 back the other way. The easier version is going to be just making sure we get that leg up and spreading it. So we're going to bring it up and down. So you want to make sure you're feeling a little bit of tension there, a little bit of stretching in that leg. We're getting it up and bringing it back down. Feel free to hold on to a wall if you have to. Hold on to someone if you need to. That's totally okay. But for that one, we'll be doing 10 on each side. So make sure we're working both of those sides. If both of those are too easy for you, we're going to go ahead and move to a side shuffle. So we're going to bring our butt down and do just like we did the sidewalk. So you're bringing it down, keeping those hands out, the back's going to be flat, heads up, and we're going to scoot to the side. So 10 to this side, and then once you get there, you're going to go right back to the other side. So 10 to the other side as well. Taking a nice big step out, but staying low, okay? Alright, so the next exercise we're going to be doing is a 2-leg hip bridge, alright? And so to make it a little bit easier, we're going to take away the hold that we're going to have in the exercise, And to make it a little bit harder, we're gonna go ahead and actually do it with one leg on each side. So for our easier one, we're only gonna do 10 repetitions, and I will show you that. For our one that we're trying to get most of you to do is gonna be 10 with a 2-second hold in between. And then the harder one is going to be one leg, 5 on each side, all right? So what we're gonna be doing here, what we're aiming to do is gonna be with the hold. So we're gonna be hands flat, feet up, making sure we're here, and you're gonna be driving with your hips, holding for 1, 2, and then coming back down. And then you're going right back up again, holding for 1, 2, and then coming back down. So again, we're gonna be doing 10 of those, making sure we're getting as many as we can there, all right? To make it a little bit easier, we're gonna take that hold out, so we're gonna go ahead and show you that. So you're coming in, you're going all the way up, driving, and coming right back down. No hold in between, going up, and coming right back down, okay? To make it a little bit harder, we're gonna go ahead and switch to the one leg hip bridge. So we're gonna go ahead and lift one leg up, you're bringing it up, and bringing it down. So again, that's 5 per leg there, making sure we have that. And then the other 2 are 10 each, the normal one being with the 2-second hold in between. So for this next one, we're gonna be working on our arms, specifically our biceps, okay? So we're gonna be doing a nice old bicep curl, and I'm gonna help explain that here. So what we're gonna be doing, our bicep curl is gonna have some weight. That's okay, anything you can find in your room. Cans of food work awesome, totally cool, as long as you can get something that you can hold in both hands. And I'll kind of teach you something if you don't have any weights to help you get some exercise through this as well. So the one we really want you to do is try and get some weights in either hand, make sure they're separate. We're gonna be doing them at the same time, but we try to have it separated, make sure it's loose on both sides here, okay? So all we're doing is hands down. We're leaving them right by our sides here. We're keeping our elbows in tight, making sure they're not moving, and then we're just moving our forearms and our hands up, okay? So just bringing it up and doing that bicep curl. We're gonna do 10 reps of this, okay? If that's a little too hard or you don't have the weights to go ahead and do that, that's okay. So what we're gonna do is take a shirt, a towel, anything you have in your house, okay? What you're gonna do is take it, grab onto it and pull tight, all right? So we're gonna go underhand, we're grabbing onto it, pulling tight as we can, okay? By pulling tight, we're putting tensions on these muscles here. So by pulling tight, you'll see my arms get tight, we're making sure they're there. So we're gonna put it right down by our side, hold onto that towel or that shirt, and we're bringing it up. Okay, bringing it right back down. Again, those elbows are locked in. They're not moving, okay? We're bringing it up, right there, bringing it right back down. And by pulling on that tight, it's gonna help work those muscles just as much as you would get with the weights. Now, if either one of those are too easy, you have any heavier weights, feel free to up your weight a little bit. Obviously, don't stress yourself too much. But here I have 8 pounds. That could be awesome for any of you. Just go ahead and take those. Again, elbows in tight. We're here. We're bringing it up, back down, up, and back down, okay? So 10 reps of all 3 of those, and we'll move on. All right, so the next one we're gonna be doing is high knees, okay? So we're gonna give you 3 different progressions. We're gonna give you the easy one, the regular one, and then the high one as well. All right, so the easy one is gonna go ahead, we're gonna bring our knees to our chest, but we're gonna have our arms help us here a little bit, okay? So the easier option and what we're gonna give to you, if you can't do the next ones, that's okay. So what we're gonna be doing is here, you're stepping up and pulling that leg in. You may lose your balance a little bit if that's so you can use the wall, anything like that. So here, bringing that knee to that chest, knee to that chest. We're doing that 10 times on each side. So you would do 10 for your left leg, 10 for your right leg, okay? Then we're gonna go ahead and do the actual one now and show what we're doing here, okay? So what we're aiming for you to do here is get high knees going. So we want you to bring these knees up, hitting our hands, setting them at a good bar where we're not losing balance, but we're making sure we're getting those knees up. Now, this is gonna be a little bit different than the other one because we're gonna be alternating. So you're gonna go right leg, left leg, and making sure we're doing 20 repetitions all together, okay? And then the last one, if those are too easy for you, we're gonna go ahead and get you moving a little bit more. We're gonna be doing one where we're here, and we're bringing our leg all the way back, arms up, and we're bringing the knees to the elbows, okay? So you can use just one arm if that's okay with you. Bring the knee to the elbow, stepping way out, bring that knee to that elbow, okay? We're gonna be doing that 10 times on each side, and that should be it.
Hi. Yes. Yeah, I know.
All right, so the next one we're gonna be working on here is incline push-ups. So we know push-ups can get a little difficult. Obviously, if you're gonna do them, that's gonna be our progression. That's gonna be our little bit of a harder exercise if that fits you. But to make it a little bit easier, we're gonna do incline. If even incline push-ups are hard enough for you, we're gonna go ahead and use the wall to do some push-ups. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you each one. So the one we're aiming for everyone to do here is gonna be incline push-ups. So you're getting in your position just like you would for a straight arm plank, and you're coming down and up, okay? Now this is a little steep. It may not be the best for everyone. If you want something that's a little bit higher to make it a little bit easier, that's totally okay. But we're gonna go ahead and get 10 repetitions of that, all right? To make it a little bit easier, we're gonna use the wall. So you can get here, you're gonna lean just a little bit, and then you're going in. Basically trying to touch your nose and coming back out, all right? So 10 repetitions of that. Obviously, if those are both too easy, we're gonna go ahead and show you the regular push-up. So you're going down, shoulder width apart, making sure that butt and back are flat, and you're coming down and back up. 10 push-ups, all right? Alright, so our next exercise is going to be a lunge step out. Now, it may sound a little weird, it may sound kind of similar to some of the stuff we've done before, but I'm going to go ahead and show you, okay? So, what we're aiming for you to do is just get a lunge out. We're going to try and get a little bit more motion than the easy one. So you're stepping out, getting that knee down, just 90 degrees, making sure it's a little bit above the ground, okay? Then you're going to step back in. So it's here and back in, alright? Here and back in. We're gonna do 10 of those on each side for that exercise. Now for the easier exercise, if that one's a little too hard, we're gonna limit our range of motion. So you're just gonna step out, not go down as far, keeping that leg a little bit bent, but nothing too crazy, and back in, all right? Out and back in, just making sure we're getting that lateral movement there. 10 of those on each side for that one as well, okay? And then we're also gonna go ahead and make it a little bit harder for some of you that need a little bit more challenge. And we're gonna do lunge walks. So you're gonna be here, stepping out, coming right into the next one, all right? So we're walking 10 all the way down. We're gonna turn around and do 10 all the way back as well, all right? This last exercise is gonna be a weighted mini squat. All right, now we're gonna talk about this. That's gonna be our actual easiest one. We're gonna have a squat pickup, and I'll explain what that means in a minute. And then our hard one's gonna be picking up from the ground rather than a surface that's a little bit elevated, okay? So what we're aiming for all of you to do is have a squat from an elevated surface. This can be a chair, a table, preferably something a little bit lower like the stage here, or a little bit lower like this. If it's too high up, you're not gonna get a whole lot of motion out of the process. But that's what we're aiming for. So what we're doing is you're coming down, you're squatting, and you're picking it up, all right? Now if it's lower, that's okay. You're gonna just pick it up like this, rather. Then we're squatting back down, and we're dropping it, coming back up. Squatting down, picking it up, squatting back down and dropping it, okay? We're gonna do that 10 times, all right? 10 times with that one. The other one we're gonna do is just a mini squat. So this is gonna be a little bit easier. You're not picking it up, you're just gonna be holding the weight. Now a weight can be a water jug, a milk jug, a book, anything that's got a little bit of heaviness to it that's gonna allow you to work yourself out a little bit here. So what we're doing with these mini squats is here, holding it just down in front of you and just doing a little mini squat, okay? Coming back up. We're gonna do 10 of those if you're doing those. And then if we're gonna make it a little bit harder on ourselves, we're not gonna use the elevated surface, we're gonna move to the floor, okay? So we're gonna have that milk jug, water jug, book on the floor, something of the sort, all right? And you're gonna go ahead and bend down. We're gonna pick it up and bring it up, all right? That's just gonna bring that range of motion a little bit better, okay? So we're down and we're picking it up and back down. So again, 10 of those, all right? Our static cool down. You guys have done an awesome job with your exercises today, so we're just going to make sure we're stretching those muscles, making sure we're getting all that lactic acid out, making sure we're not as sore, stretched out, not as tight, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is our arm across our body. Now we're going to do each side, so don't worry. So the first one, we're going to go ahead and count to 15, all right? So we're going to go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right? Switching over to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, okay? We're gonna continue on now. We're gonna stretch our arms again, kind of getting our shoulders, so we're just making sure you're gonna take the bottom of your elbow here, put it behind your head and push back, okay? We're gonna start again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Switching to the other arm again, behind the elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, awesome job. So we've stretched out our upper body. Now we're gonna go ahead. We're actually gonna use a chair, anything you can grab real quick. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and sit down. This is okay to do on the ground as well, and all you're gonna be able to do is take that knee and you're just pulling it back to your chest. We're using the chair just for a little bit more stability, okay? So go ahead, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Switching legs, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, awesome. We're still doing great here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move over to flamingos. You can find a wall, anything you can hold on to, even the back of a chair is fine, a table is fine. anything that can give you a little bit of support, okay? So we're gonna do our left leg first. We're gonna pull it up and just get it back, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now we're gonna switch over to the next one. And you can go ahead and just lean against the wall again. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Awesome, awesome. Now we're moving along, okay? The next thing we are doing is our butterfly holds, okay? So this is gonna be our last stretch for the entirety of this, all right? So we're gonna go ahead, get down on the ground, and I'll do it down on the ground just to kind of help you guys. And all we're doing is making sure those feet are together, those knees are spread out as far as you can get them. And we're gonna hold onto our feet and lean forward just a little bit, okay? And we're gonna hold this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, and that's gonna finish our static cool down, all right? Thank you for coming.